Welcome back to my channel, Kendra Full of Joy. I'm Kendra, and this is December 21st, the 21st day of our, what's it called? Vlogmas. It's hard to call a December vlog December. It's called Vlogmas, so a video a day. So, you know, when this time of year comes along, and it's definitely going to be the darkest time of the year, you don't get outside as much to, like pull weeds and plant and harvest and lay in the sun and enjoy yourself outside. You do kind of handiwork inside. A lot of people do anyway. There's a lot more, I think, of baking and creating with fabrics, sewing, quilting, if you're that talented, or reading, or just writing, that kind of thing. One of the things that my mom taught me to do when I was really, really little, like I think I remember this from the late 60s, was making pomander balls right around Christmas time. So if you don't know what a pomander ball is, and if I'm saying it wrong, I'm sorry, you might know a little bit more about it than I do. It's got its roots in medieval times. And way back when, and they were having a little bit of a problem with the plague, like, that sounds familiar. And it was their belief back then, with limited research that they had so far gained, that illnesses, disease, and things like that were caused by odor, bad odor. I think they called it miasma, and it was a term that they used before they knew better. Anyway, they believed that if you breathed in bad air, you got bad air out. And so, you would try to do anything not to. You didn't have indoor bathrooms. They were lucky if they had, and I'm talking about, I would imagine Europe here. They would have just like pits dug somewhere nearby, not too far away. They'd have animals close by so that the predators couldn't get them, like their chickens and their ducks and their sheep and goats and whatever they had. So they would make these pomanders to try to waft away the bad and bring in the good sense. So if you were rich enough, this was for common folk, if you were rich enough, you'd go to a silversmith or a goldsmith, and they'd fashion you an actual ball with spines on it, so that you could put herbs and things that smelled very good inside, spices and whatnot, and wear it around your neck, tie it in your hem, whatever way you could make it onto your body. But not everybody had that ability. They were very, 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 very poor. So they did this, and they would either use, like fruit. I don't know that they had oranges, but that's what I'm using. I read that apples were common. So you can do these by taking I've got a navel orange here, and I've got, for my ingredients, cloves, whole cloves with the pointy end, scissors, straight pins, what do you call these? They're like thick toothpicks. They're, oh gosh, I've lost my mind. I know what these are called, and I can't come up with it. But anyway, it's to poke the holes so that the cloves go in well. When I was a little girl, we didn't know that. We used to hurt our thumbs pretty bad making these things with the designs. Anyway, and then finally some string or ribbon. I just chose some green ribbon here, and some straight pins. If you have little children, you want to be really, really careful, because these are dangerous with the straight pins in them. And I don't know what cloves would do if a little one put them in their mouth, but it wouldn't probably be a great experience. I would think a choky at best. Okay, one more thing. I like to use a marker, because I'm not that artistic. So what you want to do first is, now some say what you want to do first is wash your fruit. And I even read where some people will put a little bleach water on it. And if this keeps it from spoiling, your goal is to have this dry out and not mold. Chances are, with our indoor life that we have, with heating and water in the house boiling, and whatever, there's a lot of moisture and it may mold. So some people say you should make these on the solstice, and then they're done by Christmas Day and you just can check them. Just, you know, they're just for pretty. We know better. Okay, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some ribbon and I'm just going to see where I might want it. And so I think I'm just going to put a piece of ribbon around like this. So, well, I want to cover its belly button is what I want to do. You know, on the navel on the orange, the umbilicus. Okay, so I'm going to take this and I'm going to take one of my straight pins and I'm going to pin that right there on both ends. And then I'm going to take you know what, I'll pin it on the other end too, just to make sure before it moves on me. Sometimes they do slide around. Okay, now I'm going to take the other one and put it around like this. Take another straight pin, put it through. Nobody eats these oranges. Remember, they're not good for you. Okay, so now I have, you can use any kind of fabric, string, ribbon, anything you want, any design. I just had this. It's a kind of, you can't tell, but it's a dark, dark green satiny color, and I just thought it was pretty. Okay, so now I have to decide what do I want to do for a design. So I take this. This isn't going to be pretty because I'm not artistic, and I know some of you can really do this up way better. But let's say that I wanted to go X, 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 X. Okay, so there I've got an X. Isn't X the Greek symbol for Christ? Did I remember hearing that somewhere? Okay, so then I'll take this really sharp, thick, and I poke. Wherever I made that mark, I'm going to poke a hole in it. That makes the cloves go in super easy because those things are sharp and they will hurt your thumb eventually if you do it long enough. I take the hole, put the clove in the hole, there it is. And I'll do this for each hole all the way around. Sometimes bits will fall off, and you know what I didn't get? I didn't get Kleenex. You should have Kleenex too. Kleenex, paper towel, napkin, cloth, whatever you want to use. I have friends who actually don't use toilet paper in their home. They have what they call family cloth. Have you ever heard of that? That was news to me. You go to attend a birth at their house, and guess what? There's a basket of cloth. And it really is good for the environment, but it's a surprise the first time you see it. Oh man, that is not pretty. I meant for it to be so much prettier. Okay, it's supposed to be an X. Okay, so then I'd go all the way around and I'd do it again. And I like to keep the design the same. I'm not going to do like 3 different designs or 4 different designs. I'm just going to keep them up the same on each one. And I'm just going to do, this is the last part I'll do, and then I'll put the part that's not done down so that I can show you the others. Tomorrow's dinner is going to be, oh, not tomorrow's, solstice dinner. All right, fine, I'll tell you. It's not really the 21st. It's the 20th, but you'll see this on the 21st. I shouldn't be such a storyteller. Anyway, the solstice dinner is going to be that zuppa toscana, which I hear means soup from Tuscany. I know it's a delicious soup, and it's got kale, little potatoes, Italian sausage, onions, chicken broth, cream, bacon. It's delicious, and you would really probably like it. So anyway, you know, when you see, you can see there's a little yellow pin here and a yellow pin here. So what you can do is take some greenery and hide these, or you can get clever with some pins. I have some here. Don't really have a head on them that you can see. They're super small and silver, and I would have used that if I were thinking. So I'll show you what it looks like when it's done. I mean, you're not going to just like put this on the table. You're going to want to stage it. And so I took this. Oh, I hate that noise. I took this and I added some pine cones, some painted bigger pine cones, some bells, and then I did this one in blue with kind of a swirly, and I did this one in purple with zeros. Oh, it looks like I'm playing tic-tac-toe now. I've got X's and O's. So this was purple. I love the color purple, and I love the color dark green and navy blue. I like most colors, come to tell it. Anyway, and then I put it on a platter, and I cut up some of this kind of garland that I have on my fireplace. I actually snipped it off because it was too long anyway. So I don't know if you can really see it or not, but let me come over here. There it is. Again, if you have... Sorry for that big interruption. Here's the finished project. What you heard when I abruptly stopped was an alarm going off, not a smoke detector. And not a smoke detector. Anyway, got it all figured out. Happy winter solstice, everyone. Hugs. Bye.